Elevation's out. Hopefully, hopefully the stream can hear me. In fact, I will listen back to the stream and see when I hear my own voice. That'll give us a good idea of the delay. And we're going to be playing some Startup. We've got a load of us. We've been playing Startup for a big chunk of today. I just confirmed that I'm audible, so that's lovely for me. Let's go ahead and switch on over to looking at JNet. And then you should all be able to see us. You should be able to see who's in the call and who's speaking. If the overlay is working, I hope the overlay is working. I've put it in a place that's hopefully unobtrusive when we're in games. If it is in the way of anything, let us know. Yeah. Let me go announce this stream in various places because, like, you know, we're not in GLC's stream, like, convenient streams channel yet.
Yeah.
I'll just ask nicely. At mod, what are they called? What are the GLC mods called? Is it at GLC mods? No. Is there no at? Okay, I think you just have to find a mod. That's fine. Who's online?
They surely have a role.
You know, yeah, but I'm not seeing any of them, so maybe they're all offline. Maybe GLC is just unmoderated right now.
Whoa, GLC's unmoderated. Time to commit. I don't know. I'll start.
Sorry, I'm just. It's admin consortium.
No, that's the admins. That's a different group. They have mods as well.
Yeah, they do have GLC mod team, but it's the emote which probably fucks up your ability to try ping it.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that'll do that. What's the emote?
The one of like GLC with the like thinking bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, we'll just manually shout this out, and hopefully it finds its way wherever it's going. We're going live at the exact same time as Andre, so you know we've got no competition for the market for Netrunner streaming content.
Good.
Hopefully we're all an acceptable volume to people as well. That's something I haven't really been able to check.
Yeah.
Everyone sounds a good. Everyone sounds good volume to us. We are doing startup. That's something very different. You can't get startup content anywhere else on the internet. Let's go.
Everyone loves startup content here.
Okay.
They have a remote that they.
Okay.
Oh no, they trashed Eminent Domain. Yeah, that's fine. I forget it's extended.
All right. Let's go. Tell you what. Let's jump right into the game that Mari and Evie are playing right now. So we have got Nebula Talent Management versus Musliha. We are dropping in on turn one. It looks like Penny Shaver into Trickshot has happened, and Ice draw has happened on the corpse side.
Yeah, this was not the start that I really wanted.
It's the start you got. And then let's check the positioning of that indicator. Yeah, I think you can probably bring the indicators to like right there, and that's probably fine, as long as none of us suddenly change the length of our names, which I don't think any of us were planning on.
Oh, but what if I did?
What if you were loud? What if you were louder than everyone else? Let me turn you down. Hold on.
Well,
that's on me. I had you at 160%, presumably from when we did the recording the other day.
Yeah, that was when I was using headphones that didn't work.
Yes. Hey, your audio was better quality than Mari's, so.
Okay.
Those headphones were real good quality. I don't know what you were cooking. Headphones have gotten good.
Those are my 20 quid Amazon headphones that Ben was wearing.
Headphone mics have gotten really good.
2 Eminent Domains in bin. No wonder this guy was asking about recursion.
Yeah. Okay. So let's zoom in. Let's get a bit more spectatory.
let's see what we're doing here. Good touch cards.
Yeah, touch cards win game.
Touch cards win game.
Worst case scenario, penny shaver credits.
Been really
what I'm
funny if you
thinking.
hit a snipe. A snipe?
A snite? Wow, new card just dropped. Scoops. Fresh scoops right here for everyone. New card, snite.
You know what it is. With both of them.
Yeah.
Court plays 8, you take 6 damage and 2 tags.
We've got a work trap in there as well for the OG card.
Yeah.
Snide tap.
Trap.
Tripe.
You know, look, someone cook it. I have faith in the
here's
internet.
Interesting. Oh no, did they shuffle them back? How did they
Oh,
oh, they used a descent to shuffle them back. That's fair.
There's
That's
no
a
good way
shame
for
that
me
was
to
actually the
spectate
bowling line.
2 games at once, is there?
Don't
Not
think so.
really.
No. Just jump between the two of them.
Yeah.
The fun thing to do.
Wait, there is. I
What-
can
what's
probably
the
just
castle royal one?
yeah, okay, hold on. We can make a new container. We can call it second JNet.
Whoa, second JNet.
And now we can start Jinteki.net in a second JNet container, which will not have me logged in and will be a separate instance.
Audrey, Coveney,
Okay. It wants me to log in. You can't. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make a new JNet account.
You see, I'm way ahead of you
actually,
here because I've
hold
already
on.
got one of those.
Yeah, there's a world where I actually already have another one. Let me go. Hold on. We're gonna put the waiting screen back up while I verify if that's the case or not.
Point
Oh.
blank,
Really
actually.
like she just goes fast. Like you just keep drawing cards and playing cards.
There is a Marjana on the table, so you are losing points.
Yeah, look, the Marjana will get replaced with a Kurapira when I can be bothered. But you know. Anyway. Oh wait, no, I'm going to pay 2 credits for that.
Yeah, I've
fight.
even remembered to turn the lobby volume all the way down before we accidentally deafen everyone.
Nice.
All right, we should be good to switch back over to the stream now, and then I should be able to go split screen with 2 JNet instances.
Okay.
So that one
pretty
there
fun.
is that one, and then that's that one. All right, we're double JNetting it.
Whoa.
Twice the con. Oh my god, someone is still Giga Volume Y. Update profile, play. Okay. Oof. Okay. JNet volume settings.
Oops.
We hate JNet volume settings.
Yeah.
Game
We need someone to make a good plugin to let us have both of the games look good.
Do I check free face down archives? No, I'm trying to get past. Let's do the classic Audrey overall install and then use that to go run HQ again.
Cards.
Yeah, just touch the cards.
Unbelievable touching cards.
God damn it.
Maybe move. Oh my god, why is JNet still so loud? You know what? We're just gonna turn that thing down for everyone. Okay. Maybe move the indicator. You know what? Yeah, probably the indicator should be somewhere else if we're double gaming it because it's over everyone's cards. Let's put it there.
God damn it! I stole a card.
Okay.
I'm trying to trash, not steal.
You made the critical mistake of playing the game. Also we can watch the runner perspective on this. There we go. Now we can see your hand, Jade. You have to hard refresh to update the volume. Who programmed this website? All right.
Who knows?
We've hard refreshed them both. Now hopefully that works. I wonder if I can cyber feed them down to be a bit. Hold on, we can cook some cyber feeder on top of this as well. Widths and heights.
I am personally confident that one of the
Um,
face down ice in this game must be a Biowac for that green male, but which is a scary question. Hopefully the top of R&D gets us somewhere there.
Yeah, this is.
Is there a way to hide chat? That would actually help with watching both games at once.
What, the game log?
Yeah. Change. Oh, hold on. We got change right pane width. That helps. We have change make hand tiny. Is that an option somewhere?
Let's see if this is surprisingly cheap to get through.
We should draw
I'm
some
kinda
cards
hoping.
first
Uh,
and be rewarded for doing so.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know that we have an easy way cyber feeding
got
this,
it.
but that should help with the board state a little bit, and then we can do the same over on this one. Cyber feeder. Which one was it? It was change right pane width. There we go. All right.
Whatever, I just misclicked. What we doing with that?
All right, there we go. Now we can actually we got both games visible at once. Peak Netrunner commentary.
I don't know how I'd describe this as peak, but it is good fun.
Yeah, I'm
we
just
lose
kind
our
of feeding
access
points at the
window.
moment.
Apparently our bitrate is low. That's something I can probably fix. How does it look to everyone watching? Does it look like the bitrate's garbage? That'd be good to know, I think.
Securing up your centrals, awful.
Well, you've so far managed to grab every single agenda that I've drawn, so
Damn.
It needs to be first-ish.
Okay, I've cranked the bitrate up. Let's see if that makes Google happy and it makes it look better.
Whose idea was it to put Marjana in this deck? Why was it me?
You built the deck.
We warned you.
Yeah, but like I shouldn't be held accountable for my actions.
That is true. You're significantly irresponsible and can't be held for any actions you may or may not take.
Touching cards wins games.
Turns
there
out.
you go.
Touch cards win games. Patented technique.
Yeah, that's just a
Can
single.
Can you afford to break that? You've got Starlit Night threat text.
It's Estebardo threat, so just click through it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna res the outermost.
What are you talking about, Bingus? This is a high octane, high active, lots of moving things stream. Look at all of our animations, you know? At hazard, we're the most well-produced Netrunner stream currently on air.
Definitely.
2 JNet streams with casual commentary. I mean, what more could you want?
There are definitely not professionals currently doing this.
Look, I personally am anyone that's here instead of watching Metropole Grid. We love you and we hope you stay now that you realize Metropole Grid is streaming right now.
Yeah.
I guess Andre's probably not actually live yet, right? It's probably like the pre-show with the music, and you're all gonna leave once that ends. But you know,
That would make more sense.
that would make more
I
sense.
thought it was card revealed.
Yo, peer review. What? None of them are agendas.
Evie, you're kind of just bleeding out here.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Is there a plan, or are we just?
No, the plan is just to go bleed out.
Okay,
This
Cool.
is BOAC, right? Like, I'm about to be punished.
Yeah, I
so-
mean, Biowak reses for 0 credits with green mail scored, so.
Yeah.
Well, it reses for 4 but gains you 4, so it's net 0.
I mean,
you
they
you
haven't-
can't green mail to skip the cost because of the order of sequence timing. You need the 4
Yeah.
credits. That's an important note.
They haven't. At least they haven't searched yet. So like, it could not be, but yeah, it is.
Oh, the new video in streams was apparently just the VOD from last Thursday. That makes more sense. All right, there's the Biowak. This is the first Biowak I've seen resolve, so.
This is like second or third. I can just Audrey my way to not being screwed.
You can only break 2 with Audrey here, though, right?
Well, yeah, but like it says end the run, not trash all my shit.
That's, valid. Although yeah, because it's
I have
programs and
7 cards
resources.
in hand for a reason.
And these are resources, yeah.
Um,
Okay, unimplemented.
Battle. Throwing out the good content and keeping second up.
Hi, Brennan. It is the up. We are in fact rigging up.
Sorry, Luke's
You
just asked to join. I assume we're fine to tell him.
yeah. Just like set your name to something that's helpful.
He's already done that.
Oh, perfect.
Hello.
Hey, Luke.
What? Why did he fire?
Did he not realize you were breaking, or? You get new players playing startup. Not everyone knows how the game works, and that's
Yeah.
fine. And JNet doesn't stop you from doing anything wrong. We've summoned him. Apparently, Andre's just gone live. All right. Bye, chat. We love you all.
Unbroken Fire here.
Yeah, we're just going to be hanging out most of this evening. Like, we're all planning on just hanging out, playing Elevations. We figured we might as well do it with whoever else wants to come hang out. Our goal, people may have noticed, if you look up on Netrunner DB right now, we've been spamming decks. Our goal is basically just to prove to ourselves that our deck building for a random deck is competent enough to publish it, so that there is startup decks available for people to play. So we're just ripping through different deck archetypes, trying to figure out what works, trying to build something that's worth publishing. Doesn't need to be completely refined, it just needs to be, acceptably playable. And that way people can start. If they don't want to do deck building themselves, they can just net deck off of ours.
I think you're bouncing off that one.
Yeah, I probably should have jacked out, actually, shouldn't I?
How many tags are we on?
Oh, have I not encountered the ice?
Well, I guess I'm letting fire.
Oof. Tag display broke. How many tags are you on?
5.
5.
Oof. Yeah, that's
Gonna get hit. That's not great for you.
that is really not great for you.
Okay, let's go.
Fine.
Let me export.
Solid Knight's not real.
Let me export. These are all these are not correct. This needs a different card in it.
Yep, gotta swap out all of the placeholder cards you had in there.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. It did. Yeah.
Yep. I think once these games finish, I'll play, and we'll continue the saga of trying to figure out how to make Magdalene feel good.
Induction
Like-
hub.
Despite the fact this deck feels like it should be bad, it continues to win games, so I'm going to keep playing it.
This person's
Do
on,
I,
like, 6 1-pointers.
People, that's odd actually. You'd expect that out of what's Argus called? Bangan.
Yeah, I don't know why they
hang on.
move him.
Is that how you pronouncing it?
Most of the G's in those languages are not hard if they're next to an N, so I would assume it's Bangan, the same way it's Langit for the
Bad.
bread.
Uh,
Yeah, the Otter one. We're trying to make sure that there's good pre-made decks for everyone. rather than
That's
it being,
a slightly faster hand. That is slightly.
you know, you go onto JNet
mean-
on the day onto Netrunner DB on the release day of a new set, and there's just no decks for you to play that are legal.
Good is a
And
strong word.
yeah, but we've got confidence that other people are going to start throwing out standard decks, and we figured we could be the people to get the startup metas rolling, especially as we're all fairly well informed on startup. We play a bunch of it. We probably play more of it than we might be the testing group that plays the most startup. I don't think
Probably.
that's a difficult title to claim.
The Birmingham lot fair bunch as
That's
well.
true. It's between us and the Birmingham lot, I would guess.
Oh, that's sad.
Are any of
I
you
guess I
planning
don't-
on heading up to Birmingham on
guess-
Saturday?
Afraid not.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Luminol
feel-
isn't
it's
banned. I
like-
forgot about that. That's,
Yeah,
that's
Luminol is a
I'm like
real
half an hour
thing
away,
you can
know,
play.
like, it feels like it would be.
Yeah.
That's
sensible
quite
to
Right.
play, but
Jade, I'm bouncing off of your game to watch.
No, please.
Ben v
do, this
Luke.
game is not very fast.
Yeah, that was what I was figuring. I mean, I'm amazed that Eliza hasn't just completely bled out yet.
Yeah, it turns out Starlit Knight on R&D is actually holding up pretty well.
I was thinking that she should probably clear some of those tags, but you know.
I
Bing,
need a lot of credit.
see you, Odsy. Thanks for hanging out. Bingus, where would you be traveling from? Birmingham is also annoyingly far from us. Like it's a train. It's not super far, but like it's get up at like 8 a.m. to get
Wow.
there in time, which we'll
That's
see
very
how
true.
much willingness I have to do that on a Saturday. So the other thing we could do is we could all collaborate to cook a standard deck and see if we can snipe Andre at some point tonight.
That could be funny.
Oh,
but,
you're right
like,
in Oxfordshire. You're not far from us.
Surely we'd commit the jank. And just,
Yeah,
like,
we've got two going on in Reading. We've got the standard CTK happening on the 3rd, and then we've got the startup GNK, which is going to have additional prize support. But I still need to figure out. I'm commissioning people. We'll make it happen. That's going to be happening on the 10th. So we've got 2 back-to-back events week to week for standard and startup.
Yeah, sorry, I really want to keep you out.
I mean, even if you get in now, the transfer of wealth's only 2 credits, so.
Yeah.
And we do have some fresh prizes hot off the press. They arrived at the house today. The Femboy Dowls are here and ready to hand out to people. So, which actually is that a deck anyone's cooked yet? Just like Hermes Control Dow with all of the new cards.
I'll
don't know if any of
just
us have
make the
much
edits to
problem
my
with
deck
that.
that I need to do that in a bit, but I haven't done it yet.
I'll go. There's some new gas for Hermes Control Dow. I might go have a look at it.
Yeah.
How badly do I want to touch this card?
And no, I think you really want to burn that second crew. and be down
You're
to
gonna
a
just
single
go to one crew to touch a random. Let's be honest. 2 credits. It's almost certainly
Actually,
an auto campaign. Auto campaign is res for 2, right?
Auto's
Yeah,
res for 2.
res for
Yeah.
2.
That's the that is the
really-
most auto campaign looking card I've seen in my life. So
It's fine. I'll just run here instead.
That's fair.
I mean, if there's an auto, there's got to be an agenda to chase it.
This is technically clicking for 2 credits.
Eliza, I keep looking over and you keep still being alive. What's happened?
Yeah, it wasn't an
So
auto.
far, we can't get into HQ and
Like
R&D.
that's whatever. It
You know,
makes it-
valid.
I got
Cool.
You are doing Glacier Nebula. I still don't know if I believe in the ping, but
gain money.
I just need
I
some
get
sort of
the
gear
idea.
check, guys, just to-
yeah, you want to like score 1 behind a gear check and then pivot to remoteless.
Yeah.
Yeah, remoteless Nebula seems like a pretty good game
what's
plan.
the most expensive thing that you can do?
What do we do with? I wonder. Do we ever play? Are we ever Lobisome in? Control
I'm
that
genuinely
now
thinking about it.
with like chromatophores and
Maybe.
maybe.
I
I think you could
it's
definitely do that
probably
in
pretty
standard
efficient.
with Palangi. The big thing is you need a way to manufacture code gates, right? And we have chromatophores. We had Egret before. I really wish we had like a Palangi
Oh,
style one for core set instead, but
Is there a reason? Sorry, how does the petty cash out interface work?
I don't know. In playtest, it put a grey card in your hand. Is that what it's doing now?
It'll give you a phantom card that you
Yeah.
can just click onto, and it should always be on the rightmost hand of your.
Okay, yeah. So it's the same as it was in playtesting. Then it just adds another card to your hand. It's a priority. So if it's not click 1, you can't play it.
This is definitely click 1. Previously, it wasn't, which was my answer. But
Yeah. Is it not showing up for you?
I want to draw.
it's my opponent's asking.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, you probably have to deal with that.
Not happy.
I do find it funny how quickly people went from Leo is basically a blank piece of cardboard to Leo is great with the release of just 2 new cards. Like Boomy Preview and Mercia Preview were both such stonks for this ID.
Yeah.
So
This person's learning the hard way that Petty Cash doesn't play for free out of archives.
Ah, yes.
That was their mistake.
Yep. Credit totals.
So I can fully break, or I can let you give me more tag.
So would you like to pay 2 now, or would you like to pay 2 more every other time you're going to try and run?
No.
Fine, we'll pay.
And then I throw out this thing.
Have you considered digging yourself out from those tags?
No.
Lie Low is a card.
Or I could touch cards and win.
Or you could touch cards win game. Hey, touch cards win game is a
What?
well tried and tested strategy.
Yeah. What's the bad
Ugh.
card here?
Stream is really quiet for you. Let's see. It looks good on my end in terms of where our range is. Everyone else speak real quick. Just everyone talk all at once.
Hello.
Blah, 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 blah,
Hello.
blah.
No, like just say random nonsense. Like I don't know, start reciting. Yeah, no one's peeking. Our volume levels look fine to me. I think our volume levels are fine. If anyone else says there's issues, I'll investigate. But I think we're fine.
This card's bad, actually.
I mean, I agree.
Um,
I wouldn't.
Where are we going next? Let's go. You know what? Let's ask if Lovelace is good for us to play. Let me quickly.
Talk through that. 7
Good
strength tree
position.
line. Except crew's not happening here.
Let's switch those over. Okay. I'm going to try and play my Viacation deck in half a screen. Let's see how well that works out. Okay. That's a good hand. We've got 2DZ, we've got creative, we don't have draw, we're against Synapse, so they're gonna go remoteless. It's gonna get real hard to run against them real quickly. Let's go with I think I'll keep this, but I'm hoping I draw into something good. But even if I don't, just like Knick-Knack Coalescence run is a good opening to contest this. With assets. Okay. Let's go Coalescence, Knick-Knack, run server 2, breach. We'll get rid of a Lung Eat. I don't really want to play over a Lung Eat, and let's see what the other one is. It's a Spin Doctor. We'll leave that for now. All right.
Well.
Get a DZ on the table.
Yes.
I will say discarding Magdalene cards onto the table is one of the most satisfying things you can do. It just feels so consistently good.
still can't get in this turn, right? Because it's free and the runs. Ugh.
Okay. Okay, so we've been front companied. We're in full assets mode. I'm probably gonna have to stop playing with half a screen. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so if I muse my heap for a coalescence, then I take the 2, and then I run HQ, trashing coalescence to draw a card. We'll breach HQ and touch a behold. Nope, good. Then we can run server 6, breach that, trash that. Then do we draw a knickknack? Do we draw in Magdalene or do we contest a server? I think we contest a server, and if it's a Oracle Think Tank B1001. Okay, that's fine to leave for now, but we need to remember it's there.
How many tags do you want to float?
Okay, we touched the wrong server. It would have been a tomorrow's headlines. We would have ended up floating a tag, so I'm kind of glad we didn't.
Oh,
Let's
Leo, I can float tags a little bit.
ritual.
You are actually, because you are now broke, so I get no money from this.
Let's run
This is
HQ.
fine.
Give ourselves as many cards as possible to work with.
You
We
are
want
now
to play down to 2. We also want to remove a tag. Okay, I think we're gonna. That means we're discarding a card. We'll discard the spare knick-knack. Okay, we'll remove. We
Yeah, I will
will.
note on stream that you're significantly quite you're louder than everyone else by a bit.
Oh, I'm louder than everyone else. Okay, hold on. I can fix that. We can audience mix up. We can crank the audience mix a bit up on everyone else. Hold on. Let me unlink those. Can you all start speaking again for me?
Hello, hello.
Testing,
Hello.
testing. 1 2 1 2. You should all be more balanced
Testing.
with me now, in theory.
Yeah, okay, I'm talking now. If you can hear me, it's been fine.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that fixes it for everyone. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna discard knickknack. We want to just play DZ, MZ, play create. Play DZ or play creative. Play DZ and then get a free coalescence. Did we already install this turn? No. Sure. DZ, discard coalescence and knickknack. Play coalescence for free. Take the credits. Cool. That's so much better. Okay, good. I'm glad we got the audio balance figured out. Okay, we've got an asset on the public access. Okay. I think I should just be playing my, grindy setup based gameplay here. Is now the time to deal with the B1000? It's probably as good a time as any. Which means I shouldn't have drawn because I'm going to have too many cards, but we're gonna get a unity on the table through playing it. So let's creative commission, and then we can discard 2 unities and play one of them. There we go. Baby Oppo. Okay. Let's just remove the tags and let Synapse do its thing.
What I'm doing feels
Okay,
very
Synapse installs a
convenient.
ping. That's fine. Let's.
No.
I might just scrounge out something, to be honest, but we don't have a run to follow it up. Yeah, okay, no, let's do Muse, Heap, Coal, take the money. Let's Viarcation puts us in an awkward position as far as discards are right here. I think probably this is our best chance to do it, though, but we kind of want to get the okay, you know what? No, let's just Viarcation. Cool. We drew cards we're happy to discard. Let's get the lily pad on the table. Okay. We can We can zoom in again now that the awkwardness is over. What happened over here? Oh, we have to have the same zoom on both games. That's rough. Money, credit. Okay, cool. We're just tempo. We're both just playing the same game. Okay, that's fine. Let's eat some pings. VSA. I am glad we have a Unity on. Oh, wrong button. Oh, wait. Right button.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
That's 3 resed Bioax in my game, by the way.
Ooh. I'm just
one off
not
a
going to
send a
take
message, one off a greed mail, and the other was conceding superconducting hub. Why
Nice.
not?
Okay, so Echelon draws us a card here and it only costs us... Yeah, let's do that
Oh
for
god,
one
they're
credit.
Wayland. I need to draw a card.
Immediately punished. Let's... I think I want to get the fermenter on the table cooking. We can credit fermenter here. Or we can do credit... Oh, hey, T-Leaf, if you want to join us, feel free to jump on the call. We're just socializing. While we stream. Do we scrounge here? This or do I just credit? I think I just credit. Credit install fermenter is probably good here. Okay. We want to play a very reactive game style. We want to get our apple down as soon as possible, but apples can be a bit finicky to get on the table, so we'll see how easy that is to do. All right, let's first click ritual. Gamble. Take a tag. Another VSA. All right, well, let's break it. Reach. Bigger picture. Good to know. What am I installing here? I'm gonna install the coalescence off my discard. So let's gamble, discard coalescence onto the table, draw with lily pad. Take the money. There we go. Okay, we're getting to the point where we have the kind of money engine we need. Okay. Let's run the bite. Humanoid resources on the table. All right, we're happy to get rid of that.
That was a very brave install. Try to sneak that one past.
That was very bold. I kind of want to draw a Devadetta before I marry Trick Shot, but they're not showing up. Let's draw once.
I mean, digging for free is good enough.
Yeah, let's marry Trick Shot. But trashing the Pap takes a tag at threat 2, which we are. So maybe I want to wait another turn. If I'm going to wait another turn, we should make sure we have stuff installed.
This is sad, but like, you know, we had what we had. At least that's 9 for you to get in now.
Yeah.
Do I need to hold on to this Muse to turn into an apple, just in case I don't naturally draw into the apple. Whatever that card is called. Principia.
Innkeeper.
Yeah. Principia from the yeah, I mean, if we don't trick shot, we're just losing value, so let's do it. And we can always just run the server and deal with the upgrade and not bother trashing the Pap. That's honestly maybe not a bad shout.
This deck doesn't have enough money in it, but like, you know, Putting money is boring, and putting fun cards in is fun. So be expected.
Oof, we got some great trashes there. Okay, I think given that we got some great trashes, we'll just jack out, and then we will.
Let's at least
Oh,
make this
I'm
nice.
gonna
just gonna be
risk the
sad and trash
muse
ordery.
because it's such good econ value,
Do I care about the?
and then just hopefully
just
counter
left.
C0.
That was the wrong way around.
I mean, you probably win here. You're seeing like
Yeah.
a billion.
I'm seeing 4 cards. Yeah.
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 Oppo.
Yeah. There we
Okay,
go.
baby Oppo. So we're just gonna We're just gonna remove the tags.
There was also that there.
Misclick.
There was also
Remove a tag. Let's see what they do with
Okay.
it. You got an install for
Yeah.
us?
there are a lot of them about,
Yeah.
and not a lot of money about.
Remove a tag.
But that's mentioning not including enough
Low
money.
key, let's just trick shot. Feels fine here. We know this outermost is a ping, so we can't really contest the server, but we can run server 8 to force the spin off. Yep. Okay. And then we'll last click remove the tag. That's our third
Okay,
tag removal. And let's get a cupulation cooking on the table. Sounds good. Draw up to 6. Okay. So we're embedding. Okay, cool. We need to contest that, which means we need our barrier. So we're just gonna get our barrier. Best way for us to get our barrier starts with let's see. They drew into Your Digital Life. I think divide by 5. We're halfway through their deck. We've seen 7 agendas. There's probably 1 in hand. Let's go have a look. Gets us a trick shot. We're gonna save that until after we have our breaker. Maybe they don't have 1 in hand. Reckoning with that reality, I'm going to take the 10 credits off of this. This being a ping is very annoying. Maybe I'm just VRcationing this turn and throwing out half my hand. Maybe that's correct. This isn't a matchup where Leech is really useful.
The 8 strength.
Okay, we got a Devadatta. That's good at least.
is-
You know what? I've got the MU for it. Let's just put cards on the table. We'll find our barrier next turn. If they have a 3-2, if they've got another embedded, they can score it out from hand. But I'm assuming we're setting up for that Yodel that we just tutored with the embedded. Okay, spin. Nice, that's the 3rd spin doctor. So we've played through all the spin doctors. Maybe I first click VRcation, draw 4 for a credit. Are we Lilo gaming? We might be Lilo gaming. I don't hate that. Someone tell me that that's bad.
What are you doing?
First click VRcation.
Bad.
It feels like the second best time to play it, right?
Like, I guess, but like.
I'm doing it. Okay, our apples have shown up. We can get into anything. Let's go get rid of that Hollow Man and see a million cards.
I mean, as a comparison, first click VRcation is the same as playing Lilo.
Oh, hold on.
Draw,
I don't
so...
exactly. I don't actually want to do it yet because the ping there is going to tag me. So I think let's just get what do I still need to put on the table? Not a lot.
No.
Let's just put a second Principia. Oh, we're on full MU. Okay, let's put a Game Dragon on the table then. And we probably don't need this other VRcation now. So let's get this Game Dragon on top of what would it matter for in this matchup? That's a good question, actually. What are the strength breakpoints for modern NBN? Like, what's NPOT? What are the new cards?
NPOT is 4 strength.
NPOT is 4 strength, so we already have that off of a single unity boost. Capacitor's new now that Cleaver's banned.
Oh, you can. Like, you can
Capacitor's
move it at the
3 and
start. You can
5,
move it at the
but-
start of your turn anyway. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where it should be. I have it on Echelon right now. It's either Echelon or Principia.
Is it not Unity right now? When the only rest items
Unity
2 strength
boost,
coated?
I guess, yeah, fair. It saves me the boost on the VSAs. Okay, so I think I just Unga Bunga mode trickshot this server and say I have enough money to win the game.
Probably.
I don't have anything to sell, so let's install a Principia for 0 credits and then do it.
Memory.
No memory. Yeah, let's
crack
just
the
do it.
fermenter, then do it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's crack Fermenter and then do it. We have nothing to sell, so we're just
So
gonna...
fermenter, Principia.
No,
trickshot
I've decided I just want to. We'll scrounge back stuff for it next click.
Fair enough.
Breaks for 1. Off of trick
That's
shot.
not-
Breach. Okay, and now they're shuffling in non-agendas. Okay, love that for me. Sorry, she starts shuffling in non-agendas. Okay, so we're gonna see a million cards here with Trickshot, Devadetta, Mary, Oppo, a front
The
company.
stream play is throwing me.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
watching your
Watch
game,
it.
yeah.
Watch it on JNet. Oof.
where
Okay, so they have 2 Oppos in a row on the top of the deck, and we just trashed half their deck.
Where are you?
We've got a Principia to break through. We've got a ping to break. Okay, and we know we can clear the tag. Oh, clearing the tag is going to give them an install. Do we go tag me?
Yeah.
We go. Well, they're about to draw 2 Oppos. We just go tag me here.
You can clear the tag and see if they use it.
Well, I have 2 tags.
Yeah, but like you can clear the first tag, see what they do with it, because they have to do it on the first one.
True, but then I'm floating a tag either way, which is pretty bad in this board state.
No, then you
Let's just see if
then
we win
you
the game.
clear the second one
Okay,
instead. No.
no. Well, we go to a 5. Okay, and we lose an Oracle. I think we have to clear both tags, and just say
Yeah.
that with 3 credits they can't do anything to profit from it.
Yeah, she's quite poor.
Yeah.
Technically, they could go credit.
Okay, so hold on. That's an Oracle Think Tank, which doesn't win me the game.
Mhm.
Can
So
be
you don't
scored,
think
but it goes to 0 credits to score it.
She can score a blank 3-1.
Yeah, she can definitely score a blank 3-1. That's fine. Now we are out of trick shots now, I believe. Yep. That's all the trick shots. We do have 1 Devadetta left in the deck to keep Mary going. I think we're going to sweep HQ. Yeah, drawing instead of scoring. We sweep HQ. We just say we're tagged, or do I? You know what's she going to do with this? There's nothing she can do with this. I'm just going to remove the tags. Installs a ping, cool. And then run HQ. See all see the whole hand. Seems good to me.
Yeah.
Well, not quite the whole hand, but most of it. It's that or draw install. Hopefully, okay, no. Let's install Principia, draw a card, run then we're running last click. God, why am I bad at Netrunner? We know where 2 of the pings are. I'm assuming the 3rd is on archive, so I'm assuming this can't be rezzed. If it's a ping, it's real bad for us. Let's just do it anyway. Sell a Principia. Is this a ping? I really hope it isn't. It's not. Love that for us. Then we're gonna hit a Behold in the hand. There's the win. The IP enforcement we know about.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. That was good. I think the Magdalene deck is weird because it's so bricky, but the games it works, it does that.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm on 1,000,000 credits and I'm piloting incredibly smoothly, and everything else is bad. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely one of the more marginal ones. All right. Does one of you want to help me test the Jinteki list?
Sure.
Sure, I'm down. Yeah.
Game's up. All right.
Let's play the city one.
I'm importing a bunch of decks over, and
Okay, Mercury. We need a hand with cheap ice in it against Mercury.
You mulligan, so this is keepable.
You know? Do me a favor and don't read into that first turn.
This beats most of your ice.
Yeah, sure. Not that one, though.
No, that's annoying. Guess I'll have to do this then.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Guess you will.
Well, you know, that was a good econ turn.
I'm not feeling bad about it.
Any suggestions to give to this player on what to spend their influence on in Nuvem, given they weren't spending all their influence?
It kind of depends what they want to be doing with it.
I think their goal is just to res
Play the hand
Biowack,
you're given.
and they succeeded. But like,
I mean, if the goal is to res Biowack, there's some pretty sick, money cards out of Jinteki.
I am being given
they
a
were not
hand.
struggling for the money
Yeah,
or
I'm
anything.
just
It's more just
gonna
that free
let
Biowack were
you-
the only ice that really mattered, and like, it just put what happens to everyone.
my old Nuvalis, where the hell is it? It's buried
I'll
somewhere. My
draw cards
old
first,
startup
not die.
Nuvalis
Yeah.
is, where is it? It's buried somewhere. I haven't played it for a while. Here it is. It imported Hollow Men and Seamless launches to score out the agenda suite.
Hollow Man and what was the other one?
2 Hollow Men, 2 Seamless launch, and a corporate hospitality, along with the
Corporate Hospitality
mandatory triple spin doctor.
The other route to take would be to add more threats that you could push into the remote, such as Idiosyncresis, because that's
Yes.
effectively the runner
Yeah.
has to do that. You drag them through the remote, and then they're paying a bunch of money either way.
No matter what, they lose money. Yeah.
And then last click I say, give me money or give me money.
You can have some money.
Thank you.
Do you like my peer reviews? They're peer reviewed.
Apparently so.
Let's put Charlotte and Hedge back in the deck, and then let's install and rares another card. Yo, Remote Ice, my favorite. Thank you for showing up for work. It's been a while. How are you doing? How's the wife? Actually, you know what? If I'm going to reveal my whole ass hand to you anyway.
I already know most of your hand.
Oh,
You
no,
know
no,
all
you
of-
literally know my full hand after I take that turn. Let's... Oh, it has to be in the root of a server. You can't install Ice with peer review. Never mind.
Nope.
That's sad.
We did the correct thing. We did the correct thing, and we didn't even know.
Yeah. Oh well. All right, let's draw some cards. I'll clear that tag at some point.
You know, sure.
Have you been your draw definitely seems a little bit unfortunate.
Me, yeah, my draw's scuffed as all hell. This
Yeah.
I removed non-ice and added ice into this deck, and it still doesn't have enough ice. I think I'm just cursed.
I'm gonna check archives because, you know, This
I'm
was a sus start.
I'm gonna crack spin and get rid of the agendas I've been throwing in there.
I thought so. And then I remove the tag and put that
How
on the
are you
table.
on 20 credits? Who let Crims do this?
I played only money events that were already in startup before elevation.
I don't think transfer of
That
wealth
was-
counts.
That was the
Oh,
wrong
transfer
thing.
of wealth doesn't
You
count.
know?
That's true.
What tutoring is in the format now? It's probably a question I should know anyway, but
Tutoring, you've got for which side?
For
Ah,
which
cool.
style and for what?
they're just asking if they could spend their influence on tutors, and I
Uh,
assume
Malaparte
they
no.
can. But...
Oh,
It's Malaparte Tucana, which are not influence, and then it's like
Pivot?
all of the
which is also not influence.
pivot, which is also not influence, or it's all of the agendas that can't be played that do tutoring now. The dividends agendas.
Let us install a friend. Let us make you spend some money.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, you love to tread.
And this is Xanadu.
Yeah.
Is Xanadu with a built-in bypass if you don't spend enough?
All right, let's rest some ice. That's what the money's there for.
Uh,
And duck the bypass.
Yeah, I think you lose a point to that one.
I don't need to. I can just pay 6. Huh?
Yeah.
We're at threat
No,
3.
you
Wait.
can't.
Oh, it's threat 3, not threat 4. Do you mind if I didn't do that?
You can undo and laser point to this. That's fine.
Like, I assumed that was threat 4 because I thought that card was bad.
No, Rotini's good.
No, it
Yes.
isn't.
It's okay. It's actually really taxing when the one wants to break it.
You can keep
The
going.
problem is trying to convince them that
Nah.
they break it and not just
Good.
take free net damage.
That's what I like.
It's fine. You spent 10 on that,
Right.
Atini.
Let's
Unfortunately, Charlotte cooks forever, so like
That's fine. That means I have free bypass on a resource.
Adrian can stay there.
Right. Let's install. Let's draw. Let's. Or let's install an alarm clock.
All right. Let's go with install. Enjoy looking
Yep.
at my hand.
I do have
I'm
a
looking.
lobby up if any of these spectators want to join.
Install.
Yep.
Install. Install. Nope, not there.
No.
Install. It's too many cards. Simply too many cards. Credit, because I have to pay for Xanadu.
You do.
It should have been advance, actually. Let's advance, Charlotte.
yeah,
I knew there was a
Charlotte-
reason I budgeted and a click in all of that nonsense.
because Charlotte did
Um,
this.
And then let's slide Adrian over to server 5.
All right. Let us
For no particular reason.
No reason at
gain
all.
that extra credit. Let's run HQ.
Well, you know, all yours.
You're not going to res that.
I'm not resing. I'm not giving you 6 credits to res a fly swatter. You can touch my ice that I can't
That-
afford because I'm playing under Xanadu.
Raw. Let's install. Let's tread lightly this remote.
Sure. You want to continue to approach?
They've added a new button.
Yeah, it's because of Mitra.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, fuck it. I'll pay 1,000,000 credits to make you eat Cloud Eater and, you know, all of the buttons that does.
That's fair. I can't bypass them, so it will fire.
You're right. We're not threat 4. That's an even better play than I thought
And
it
also,
was.
and also, you spent all of your money, so therefore,
Look, it was worth it. What's the trash here?
Oh, no.
It might. It's Melandrage, but like it might not be.
It probably is. Verbal slows me down.
Yeah, verbal slows you down a lot, but I'm gonna get rid of the Melandrage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably trashing verbal against
Uh,
most corpse
And then you get to fire
in
another
most situations.
yeah, I'll just take
Okay,
that.
Zax, do you want to keep going?
What's the most you can res? What's a 2-credit res
Tattoo bowler.
ice? That's a tattoo bowler. You can res a tattoo bowler if you can res a tattoo bowler.
All yours.
Asterisk
see-
side game.
I will simply win the side game. That's what you fail to understand here.
That's what they say.
So what is this? If you match me, you get to touch the other cards.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
Uh,
you can touch.
I probably
Adrian.
have to deal with that. All right,
You're
let's
playing Seb. Why did you
draw a
have
card.
2 transfer wealths in your opening hand?
All right. How much money does this nonsense cost to do? It's 8, right?
I think
Well,
it's 8.
You needed.
I think you do get to get me here.
Assuming that's a Hollow Man on server 3, you needed to res it before the start. of the
Oh
turn, but
yeah. Can we pretend I did that?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll tell you what, we'll
Assuming that's a
just-
Hollow Man.
We'll just do that. If you could undo turn for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Look, I hit the buttons without thinking.
that's fair.
Okay, and then I get
Because
to gain my money and move over to server 5.
And now the game is fucked.
And now the game is fucked because I've scored a Sisyphus.
Yeah,
Like you
it's
are
just
now
to kind of never deal with
Yeah.
ice properly though. So
The
hopefully
deck
we'll
is
be alright.
called Sisyphus's Dragon. We have acquired Sisyphus. Now we need acquire the dragon.
Let's see
Wait.
some cards. Let's see some cards. Let's deal with that. Let's draw. Let us draw 2.
So you have a Komodo Dragon in this list? What are we? Oh, we're just paying for it.
We're
right,
just
okay.
paying 14.
Yeah, I was questioning what are we for? Oh, no, we're just paying 14. Okay.
You watched.
We're already
You
paying
did
10.
just watch me pay 14 credits for a Cloud Eater. Like we're
Like, yeah,
very
true.
much not beyond. If that was 15 credits for a Cloud Eater, we're very much not beyond. Simply, use the cards. Credit, advance.
Credit question
credit.
mark?
Yeah,
Let us take clicks. Let us. Yeah, we can run HQ here.
Yeah, you keep getting your free runs on HQ. There keeps not being anything interesting in there.
Let's not use that there. Let's see if we can draw. That's nice. Let's run R&D 2.
Rude.
Let's continue to.
There's no agendas in this deck.
There sure aren't. Let's.
Do you want to run through a teeny twice to stop me getting Charlotte?
Not especially. You can trash both of those, but it takes your entire turn and all of your money again.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money sat on those cards.
It's 10 total.
That's 10 credits.
Uh,
Are you willing to spend this much time to deal with it?
I'm
you're gonna
willing
end-
to trash the one that has 6 on it.
That's fair. That feels like a reasonable
And then,
compromise.
Isn't there another peer review in hand? You could have played out wait hang on a second, that would reveal things. You don't want to do that.
yeah, and there isn't. There's 2 in the bin.
Ah, you played them already, fair.
Yeah. And then
Take a credit.
let's put that there. Nope, not that one. Let's put that in server 5 and ask if you would like to check my Charlotte a bit more and ask if you would like to
You just
come and
Cloudy
run
King.
past
Credit.
Cloud Eater twice.
Let's get a free run on HQ whilst we can.
Yep. Look, I'll overinstall that eventually. I need some cheap ice to do it with, though.
There's no such
Or
thing.
what about you install Mighty
There we
Might?
go.
There's no
I-
archive, there's no ice and bin. Okay,
I
fair.
was considering it.
Like I've done some
yeah.
like I haven't actually played with it yet, but I've done some cooking. There's a couple of things I've thought about which are complete jank.
So the thing is,
Wait.
right?
Not
can't
You
afford
don't have
oh,
the money. You can't. It's great.
The thing is,
Um,
I'll have money eventually.
Yeah.
And there's no agendas in the deck, so I'm fine for you to touch those cards like that.
What if I just put you back down to 0 again, slow you down slightly?
What if you did, cunt? I can't even afford to res this, so we'll just go to 0.
No. There we are.
like we have a Charlotte.
You
so,
come
like,
back to 4, but it means you probably can't deal with whatever that is.
Yeah, I definitely can't.
Ah, sad.
have money again.
Click Charlotte question mark instead of
Yeah, you're
clicking
correct. Do you mind if I click Charlotte instead of the last regolith?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, and then my discards are gonna be you and you, I think.
Yep.
Can I change one of those? Do you mind?
Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna hold on to you, and we're gonna get rid of you because I'm never playing you. Cool.
We put the ice in the bin so that we can micro it in front of R&D when
Exactly.
I drew it in front of HQ.
Don't you love it when the runner wins on free accesses?
Let us.
You know, I pretty much did that earlier to Tomathor, so
yeah.
Draw 2, run R&D. Ah, that is sad.
you don't want to break it and give me.
But I can't.
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming there's breakers in your deck somewhere, but
There are,
Really?
but like,
probably bad ones.
yeah, basically.
Kuru, Shibo, Common.
Let's put the whole point of the deck on the table,
Oh,
and
there's the point of the deck. We found the influence.
it took a while. There's one of the
Ah,
breakers.
There's one of the breakers. That's fun. All right, let's draw some cards. What do we want to do here? I think what we want to do here is go. Take that. Install. Is that how I want to do this? Yes, it is. Install. Over to you.
Sure. Before the start of my turn, I will install the banner. Then I will gain a credit and run HQ. You can overinstall that, but you know.
So I'm going to res Mitra,
Yep.
Yeah, things are gonna happen.
and then I'm going to gain 3. And then which of these you can't Melandrage
It's
through
a
any of these
suspicious
yet.
number of credits there, though.
Oh, we're still at. Why is nothing having threat? It's very sad.
Yeah,
And- And this is actually quite.
then
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh
put
dear.
a Cloud Eater down.
Yeah, yeah.
That does trash my previous Cloud Eater. I'd rather keep the old one. Can you let me switch to different ice?
Sure. Yeah.
Just undo click and run back.
I've got to undo turn.
It'll be undo turn because it's a.
Oh
alarm clock.
yes, yeah, sure. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's gain
So
credit.
What do you mean?
Run
You could force Ben to encounter Cloud Eater twice.
Yeah.
Which is
and trash Madani, trash Alarm Clock. Like it's real good, but it leaves my other server exposed.
You only get
even
to
in
fire
there?
it once
There's-
because I do get to alarm clock it, but yeah.
Yeah, but you still get to. You do still get the. You still have to take the punishment twice, so you get to pick how you're suffering.
Yeah.
Which is the answer is tag. The answer is tags. Like
Yeah, have you looked at the number of tags I'm
But
playing?
Ben
So
is now just
the
tagged
actual
to
thing
the-
that's sad is that I'm on 14, which being on 14 means that I'm 1 credit short of Biowak.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think I take this. I'm still gonna res it, and it's just not quite as bad. It's still like pretty good for me, but
Yeah.
I will pay 1 to make you re-encounter Empiricist.
I will. It's letting me jack out. I assume I can't.
You shouldn't be able to.
What do you
fire?
do? This is literally just snare, sure.
It's snare, but Lucy gets to do some.
It's snare and it gives me R&D protection.
Sure, of the top card. No. Let's deal with that. Let's draw. Let's.
Hey nerds, I'm back.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Hello.
Hey stream.
We got some people hanging out. We're everyone left when Andre logged on, which entirely understandable. You know, we're definitely the less well produced of the streams, but
Maybe if one of us grows a twirly mustache, they'll stay.
He shaved his.
I know, it's a disaster. I like the twirly mustache.
I also like the twirly moustache. Stay where you are. All right. Let's go with that.
Advance the Charlotte.
That.
We're not advancing the Charlotte.
No, this is set up for trying to score this turn.
Fair enough.
Moving Adrian over.
All right, shred me. You won't.
Okay, let's
I don't think that
decline
does it. I don't think that solves the problem.
Let's
I mean, if
install
you want to
Arrow
go
into
through a
Arrow.
Cloud Eater twice, you're welcome to do
Win the
so.
game?
Yeah, this could win you the game, but like, it won't. There's no agendas in there.
There's somewhere. There's one.
Sounds fake.
There's one.
All right, well, sometimes that happens.
Look, you got to respect Mercury at least a little bit.
I should have maybe just taken the second Cloud Eater and blown up your board, but it didn't do
Yeah.
anything here.
No, actually, I don't think it made a difference. I guess
You could have trashed Mary.
trash.
No, it
was
wasn't.
Mary on the table at
It
the
wasn't
point?
on the table at the time, I don't think.
Okay.
Actually, it might have been. Not sure.
No, I don't think it was.
I guess.
Ooh,
Yeah.
God, this deck is. You need a lot of money. I mean, the fact that I
It's just a
rezzed.
slight roughness.
The fact that
I
I
mean-
paid for 2 Tread Lightly's doesn't help.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the Econ hate deck. I keep on
Yeah.
wanting to put the Capybara in it because that would beat your Sisyphus nonsense, but like
Yeah.
also slots.
Sisyphus is real fun.
If
think
Capybara was a
if-
program, I'd be running it.
I think if you didn't get me there, then I'm pretty much set up. Because I score a send a
I just-
message, res another piece of ice, and then I'm pretty much good to go.
Yeah, I assume so. Also, all 3 Fazarums in the bottom is sad.
All right, let's go over and watch. Let's watch Jade versus Mari.
Yeah.
That's not right,
Okay.
I think.
Azimat
That is mildly
Scatter.
inconvenient.
That's some anti-Asa
Um,
group gaming right there.
That's an interesting question. Do we make the end the run or the install? I think I have a click left and I'm okay with you installing. Just end the run.
It's not what I would have liked you to have done.
Yeah, no, I think this is an agenda. I would quite like to steal it. Yeah.
You have to steal those versus Mari.
You've done the same turn 1 every time I've seen you playing this deck.
It's because there's a correct turn 1 and it's called try and score an aggressive trend setting.
It's
You're
a-
aware I can trash that, right? Do you want to undo that?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. There's no good way to undo it.
Just undo the click. It's fine.
Sorry, go on. We'll do that again. I forget that
So-
it's because mid-access. It's so annoying.
Yeah. Hey, technically,
Poetry does some weird things, I'm going to be honest.
technically, Jade can decline to access it because of
Yeah,
the
technically,
added to
that's wrong.
during breach rule.
Right, but why would Jade do that?
I
Yeah.
can, but also I can just trash it while I'm here and save myself a
Because
click.
what if Poetry jammed a bite?
Honestly, always tempting.
Yes, that is actually the thing, but poetry's not jamming a bite, is it?
No, but like it could.
Cool.
Which one do you want to run? We now just need to play silly games until I manage to get the gas to score out an aggressive trend setting.
They're both
They're
wage workers.
Fucking wage workers.
Uh,
Is there even much point trashing one here?
Yes.
Yeah, for Lou.
Yeah, I know. I'm just still going to be annoyed about it.
Yeah, it's a cohort. We still have a wagey in hand.
No, I think she just swapped the order that she did
Oh,
them
she
because
just
the
changed
end
the
is like-
order. Yeah, because of the effect.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
What are you
What
doing?
am I doing?
TDS thing, apparently.
Giving me lots of order
With one credit, it's going to be the classic TDS no play, I'm guessing.
No, TDS is just installed too.
Oh, you're right. It's yeah. I'm thinking of humanoid.
Yeah.
Do not underestimate my power, Lucy.
Yeah. I assume this deck does gangbusters with fully ops in standard.
Oh, hell
I also
yeah,
assume so, yeah.
it's really missing the fully ops.
I'm gonna go publish my. I think my it's slightly below par, but I think I'm gonna go publish my
Fuck, I'm missing a MU.
Sisyphus.
Yeah, that's the issue with Azamat. Big MU.
So much MU.
Why not just overinstall it? You don't need it.
Probably don't need
I
botchless anymore.
disagree. Oh, I have a botchless. Yeah, that's what I'm. I thought it was weird that I couldn't afford 2 programs. Yeah, I'd like to click this, delete botchless from the game, run server free, accept that you might get a free one in server 4, and I'll just have to live with this.
It's the format.
I
is correct.
wish.
Good. Okay.
We may or may not be broke. That's always a problem.
That's fair. Hey, look, it's a dude. Oh, fuck, I've no MU.
Yeah, that's a problem. You might want to fix that. I hope you have a penny shape.
You don't need a handwrite.
Please don't do this.
Have we got any more ones published?
Yeah, I'll steal that.
You've kind of got 2 fat programs on the table there.
Yeah, I'll steal that.
Oops.
That is 2 pretty chunky grams
Look,
right there.
you haven't seen this deck list, Cass. I'm running 3 DZMZs in Anarch.
I see. Understandable.
It was the only way I could make the MU work, and even then, it only kind of does. Also, I'm a 60-card Rene list.
The fuck is going on? Yeah, you found the Azamat and the
Excellent.
poetry book quickly.
Would you like to res server 4's ice for your money? No? Cool. Oh, it's just wage workers, I can't afford it. Neat. Then, I mean, I guess I'll go look at the last card of HQ.
It's a top-down solution.
We are
Well, I wonder
are-
what's happening with that.
1 person short of being able to do an elimination bracket.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
Which
We could
be
do a really
fun way
big
to-
draft.
It could be a.
Yo, we should do a draft. Probably
a
not
really
right now.
big draft.
I don't
Hold
know
on,
if
what if
that doesn't sound like something that ends at 8 PM, but it's definitely a thing we could do.
Okay,
It
but what
doesn't
if
sound very streamable either.
it doesn't? But like, what if we did? Okay, you know what? For another day, another stream, we should do a core set draft where we're just cracking core set packs. See what we can build.
Yeah.
I think
Why are there 7 spectators?
you know.
Male.
Wow.
There's
No
a
one
point
wants to
where you
watch
just
with
start
stream
gaining
delay.
spectators because of spectators, you know?
Yeah.
Not the best example of this deck. I've done a lot better with it earlier. This is I am flailing.
Yeah, it's almost like this is the counter pick, right?
Hey, would you mind just not like you know how we're good pals, good buddies, good friends.
I have to trash 2 cards in my hand to look at this. That is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Is it though?
One of
Like,
them's
I
a crew.
really
Why
like-
is one of them a crew?
It's like, why do I need crew here?
That's a good point, actually.
We just touch cards and make money from crashing things. Or we just win.
Simply
Oh,
just
win.
A great effort,
Simply
Speedy.
win the game. Just
Alright.
don't lose. Cool. I'm glad to prove this does win the asset matchup.
Every time I've seen you playing this deck, this has happened, which is really funny to me.
Oh
No,
my
like Mari did actually destroy me when I played this on the Phoenix deck. It's just that the Phoenix deck didn't have any of the good
Okay.
asset counter in it.
I I'm
and should have been a
happy.
Ludek.
I'm happy with what did I call this deck?
Has anyone built
Angelic
like
drag.
Nebula or no?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah. Eliza has a Nebula deck. I'm not happy with my runner side. I've got a good corp side for a tournament.
This
I
is
need
the
a
thing
better
that
runner
brings me
side.
joy. This is the thing that actually will bring me joy.
I feel
do I
like
do
the
runner
answer's
side?
going to be optimizing this Ludek for me, and then I don't know what I'm doing corp side, to be honest.
Do I ever just play a bird in the elevator? It's literally a bird in the hand, but I swapped the Aesops for knickknacks, the Parisha for a no, it didn't even have a add the pressure spikes for Principia.
Playing Fox off itself.
And the
that's fine.
diesels for ritual. Like it's slot for slot, just bird in the hand, but it's bird in the elevator.
That's fair. It could be good.
It's probably still good. Bird in the hand was a good deck. This is probably still a good deck.
How have
I
you been
might-
finding Knick-Knack as the replacement for Aesops?
You
'Cause
click.
you're trading off.
You click
You're
to
trading
draw.
off money for card draw. So
Yes, the thing
it's-
is, you click to draw in these shaper lists all the time anyway.
okay.
So like, you're just changing the click to draw to click for money.
So you're not finding that you're effectively, if you're just doing direct translations like that, you're overloaded on draw.
So I think it's no, because we were broke for draw before.
Okay.
I do think it's like it makes the Sarsi slot a lot worse. Like I think the Sarsi Wappo combo was carried a bit by the fact that you could sell the Sarsis for 3 credits.
Yeah.
Selling them for 1 credit plus a card draw is nowhere near as gas. But it's probably still fine.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Do people want to do an elimination bracket?
Yeah, we can do.
All right.
Single-sided?
You have to for elimination.
Okay.
You do random sides, and then you try and like basically what we'll do is we'll make a Cobra, we'll all join, and then I'll hit the cut to top 4 button with us all having cut to top 8 button with us all having no standing.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it'll generate us a bracket. We do need one more.
Bully
Yeah. Let's head up.
someone back in, I'm sure.
You can't actually afford to trash this, but you can.
It's okay, I'm just using it for the free
This is
side
fast.
hustle.
Yeah, it's a side hustle. It's fine.
And that will carry us through to the end of the stream, I would guess.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm gonna make some voice rooms for us all real quick.
Also, like, this is just kind of sick as fuck, in all honesty. Like, the amount of things I just did on this turn is just fun. Ooh, a fun house, speaking of.
I should have put that on archives. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I've made 4 tables. I will set up the Cobra real quick. Create tournament. Rigging
Let's just
up
stop
private
that
elimination
now.
bracket for content. Time zone is +1. Date is now. Registration is now.
What's that card do again?
Tournament starts now.
I make a
That's-
shit ton of money.
Format is single-sided. Tournament type is nothing. Legal card pool is elevation. Play format is startup. Deck building restriction is startup.
Excited to be the first startup tournament.
We won't bother requiring deck lists. We will trust each other. I'll turn self
But
registration off.
I need someone to check my corp list because this format has weird restrictions and I'm not sure if I follow them.
Make sure you don't have more than 4 3-pointers, and then don't include tributary or Pharos, and
Cool.
don't be R+.
I also don't have a corp list yet.
All right, well, make one real fast.
I'm cooking something. This
I can't cook that fast.
Yes, you can.
Simply cook faster.
Ben,
what
are your- what
am
corp
I
and
in?
runner are you
Oh,
playing?
Spin Doctors, of course.
Atea and Mercury.
Spin Doctor.
all right. We got you down as Eliza. It's they she, right?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Cool. Look, I don't know any of your pronouns. I just look at them whenever I need to refer to someone. What are you corping?
Let's go Nebula and Dow.
Ah,
What are
there's a
you
problem
up
with
to?
that.
There's no Nebula.
We not enter new IDs, lol.
All right, the new IDs aren't here, but it's fine. We're just not going to bother saying what IDs people are playing. That'll make it. You know what? Fuck pronouns. We're speed running. Casper, create. Me, create.
You could just say R plus.
Wait. What's it? It's T underscore.
It's obviously not
leaf.
correct.
LL Bluemeyer. Next up, we have got Lander. Next up, we have got Dungeon Mixter. Next up, we have got Nephrolite. Your names are the wrong way around.
Oh my.
Tomathor. Okay, that's 8 people. That should be 8 players. Okay, now get ready for the incredible thing we get to do this tournament, okay? Without
Well.
pairing a single round, we just hit double elimination top 8, and we hope it works.
Insane. What's a good code gate and Enderon code gate I can import
Faction?
on Wayland?
It's called Fly Swatter.
Fly Swatter.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking to spend some influence on something. I'm not sure what.
Are
Mike?
you? If you can play Scatterfield, then Scatterfield. Otherwise,
MIC's. if you've got
MIC
to
is pretty
influence.
good. Yeah.
MIC slaps.
I'm gonna
Like-
need full card names.
It's called
it's
MIC.
M.I.C..
M.I.C. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
military industrial complex.
Oh yeah, this seems good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of times this card will win you a game is when you need to score the
Okay.
last agenda. It's on the remote, and you just
I have
crack
paired-
it and then win.
I have. Oh crap! Hold on. Okay, hold on. We're gonna cancel out of that because I do need to plug in. Okay, I'm just gonna plug everyone in as Ampere and Nova because we need to know which side we've been assigned.
I mean, both mine are old IDs, so wow.
Yeah, but just for ease. Ampere, Nova, save. Ampere, Nova, save. Ampere, Nova,
Sorry.
save. Okay, does everyone have 2 decks ready?
No.
Well,
Yep.
Technically, yeah, I've got.
Um,
This is the first corp game I've been playing, so like I'm seeing if it works. I might need to tweak it, but like
we'll just tweak your decks between rounds. This is for fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Also,
fun.
you need to remember to host under casual, just so that those of us who are playing with Creative Commission can actually play.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Double elimination, top 8, round 1. Okay, we have pairings. I will. Put them here. They are in voice chat. Interestingly, they don't appear to have buttons
One.
to fill in who's won any of their rounds, but you know.
We'll work it out.
That won't be important. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
figure
gonna
it out.
grab the correct room, which is table 1.
Luke and I am running. Cool. Are we using the tournament tab of JNet for fun?
Oh, hold on. It's asking us to pick sides because of Okay, hold on. Okay, it's asking us to pick sides because of seeded randomness. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have each table flip a coin.
Yep.
Okay.
So Ben, heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. Do you want Corporal Runner?
I will run.
Okay. Eliza, heads or tails?
Tails.
Would you like to Corporal Run?
I would like to run.
Okay. Lander, heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. Nephrolite, would you like to corporal run?
I'll corp. Why not?
Okay, and
This is the wrong choice.
Mari, heads or tails? Dungeon Mixter.
Me.
Heads or tails? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads.
What's going
That's
on?
that's the tails. Cass, would you like to corporal run?
I'll run because I haven't built the corp yet.
All right. We have
Problem
got
solved.
an elimination bracket set up. Everyone get to your tables.
What's it on? Is it on Cobra or?
I will share it in
I
chat.
need to
Okay.
import
So-
my runners still.
There you go.
So, who am I? So,
You can change your decks
Alright,
between
you're
rounds. You
against
can
me,
change
I think,
everything
Lee?
between rounds. Just go play game. Report back.
Alright,
Oh.
hold on.
All right. Hello. I am corping, right?
Yes, you are corping.
That gives me some time to figure out what runner deck I want to play. 'Cause I know which corp deck I like more of the two I've built. The one that wins games.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Not with that opening, it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Hedge fund. Ice HQ, new remote.
Cool.
Nice and simple opening this game.
Yeah.
Hopefully this gives us a nice little way to close out the stream. Oof. I mean, don't like seeing that at the table. Never an agenda. Oh, you know the fun thing about Hermes? You can't bounce face-up agendas.
Yeah, I know, it's very, very annoying. Right, let's just hit RD again. Cool.
Sure. Let's just, So what does this do if I score it with a counter?
It's Atlas, but you
Search R&D for any card and then install it, ignoring all
Yeah.
costs. Cool.
Yep.
Otherwise, add it to HQ. But you can search for anything. Cool.
Correct. That's going to be an Angelique in the remote.
No, I would never install the thing that does 1,000,000 damage in the remote. That doesn't sound like me. 4 damage remote? Couldn't possibly be. Alright, yep, sure. Probably steal an agenda there. I'll ice R&D eventually.
Yeah,
there
yep, we
go.
take those. Hermes,
You want to bounce the ice and then go take 4 damage and attack?
no, of course not. Why do I want to do
No?
that? I want to
Okay,
bounce the
well-
Angelique.
That's fair. And then you can go and
Yeah, that'll make you res your ice.
yeah, that's fair. It's an alright one to face check.
Yeah. Let's go.
You only have one legal target.
Yeah.
Right, I was just deciding whether you wanted it.
Yeah, just trying to
Central or
decide whether I
remote.
actually want
Yeah,
exposed HQ or the exposed remote.
I will not use off the books. I think the counter's more valuable right now.
Hmm.
You're hustling over there.
Oh, that's not. That's yeah. Doesn't work like that.
Oh?
Doesn't. No, not hustling.
Ah.
We are instead. I still want that click for credit, but we're doing it this way around, which is less efficient.
Burning. Cool.
Right. That one. Bottom. That to the bottom as well, I think.
Okay, that was Angelique to bottom and then Regolith under that. Cool. So I've got Angie Rego at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, doesn't really matter what that is. Given that I gave you the Spin Doctor.
Yep. Yeah, we'll shuffle those eventually.
Yeah. And then
Honestly, might just shuffle before I draw.
oops,
Yeah, I think I'm happy to increase the odds I draw into either of those. So let's just and we'll throw back in an anthill and a hedge fund for good measure.
Yep.
Yo, hey Seth. We're playing some Elevation Startup. We're doing a little double elimination bracket. There is 8 of us about, but there's only 2 of us here because we're in this call. Let's start by doing some good gameplay. Let's continue with some good gameplay. And then lastly, let's put some cards in some servers. Over to you. I will not off the books you.
Mm-hmm.
You come over from we're it's pretty quiet here, but we're having fun. We're having a good time. We're doing a little double elimination tournament, and then when that's over, we're all gonna go our separate ways for the evening. But it's been a really, really fun time. The set is really great. Can you stop? I haven't drawn ice.
No, sorry.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna res that shit. Do you mind?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I don't want to have to reinstall my Regolith. That sounds annoying.
Yep. Dink dink. Yep, I'll take that one, please.
I need those.
And I do not want that.
Do you want to swap Logjam with Logjam?
It doesn't give me the option to move.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Yeah, there's so much good Netrunner going on right now. Everyone's running nets. Let's put a measured response back in the deck. That seems like a good card to have in there.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah. All right. Let's and let's put a stop to this nonsense.
Boo.
Not that you've got another Devadetta enabler, but like, you know, another Mary enabler. God, Devadetta Mary is so fun. Yeah, we're definitely part of the problem, but like, it's a good problem to have, you know? There's lots of good Netrunner content out there. And we're breaking into the genre of JNet live streaming.
You know, you're not going to have anything useful there at the moment. Let's just...
I tell you, at some point there's going to be more people watching Rigging Up than watching the Metropole Grid. Because we'll have paid them. You know? It's every time that bot shows up in Andre's chat offering the cheap viewers, we're actually buying the cheap viewers. So yeah, you're not allowed to have free time. You actually have to just only engage with Netrunner content. Burner. All right, fine. Bottom my Angies. See if I care. There's a very funny play I could take. Because you know that third card you saw?
Yeah,
I can just play that to shuffle.
you can.
Just say I don't want my Angeliques to be on the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to. But it's a line I can take.
Mm.
Alright. No. Not searching for anything yet. Although maybe I should. Maybe I should just be saying you can't get into server 2 and I'm going to push out a something next turn. But the fact you have a whole turn to try and get it is rough.
Yep.
I really want to save that to like grab the measured response on the turn I set up a dangerous remote, you know? Right, well, at least you're paying through playing through the logjam.
Yeah, let's breach that, please. Breach. Trick shot there.
Yeah, you can very plausibly just win here off trick shot.
Ooh,
Trick shot
decisions. No. Yes. And no,
that's
not
my last
gonna
spin.
make
Okay,
that
yeah, I'm
extra
probably
one.
dissenting. Given that that's my last spin, I am probably dissenting just to shuffle at some point then.
Yep.
And you know what? Alright, that was a turn of legal game actions.
Mm.
We shuffled the deck somewhere in there. Yeah, I got it off the books early. I'm just sitting on it. Like, I don't really see a good reason to use it yet. I will use it to push an install at some... Oh, come on. I mean, you can't really afford to keep going through logjam.
No, I can't do it super well, but I
Do
can
it
do
well.
it well enough just to annoy you.
Yeah, definitely.
Undo, counter, break.
This is just the 5, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can only get one
And
conduit
break.
counter. And I know the top of the deck from Mindscaping, so...
Yep.
I think the only logical response to this is to do that.
Just crank
Do
up the
that.
logjam.
This is an interesting board state. I think I have to push, but it feels real bad, but I'm going to do it. I think... it feels real bad. Okay, we're just going to put that in the server. Because it's now pretty expensive for you to go C3.
Yep.
And we're right on the edge of a break point, actually, so one more advancement counter does a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that next turn. Okay.
Did you jam, or was that just?
Yeah. It's an ice and a new server. I like ice and a new install in the remote.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out whether you've got an agenda there, or that's the regolith that I gave you.
You did give me a regolith, and you know I am poor, so...
Yeah. I don't think you'd have jammed the regolith, just because... Okay, yeah, we'll let you have that one.
At least for now, you know? You can always...
Yeah. Just at least for now. Can't viably install that. Okay. Just take turn off. Anthill. Okay, cool.
Nope. It's JNet lag is finally starting. We had a good run without any JNet lag. It's finally showed up.
I mean, considering the number of people who've been playing today, that's...
Oh, it's pretty good.
very rude.
Yeah. Okay, it did eventually let me. How many people are playing now, I wonder? Because it was fine at like 80 people or some, like 40 to 80 people playing earlier. If the JNet lag doesn't clean itself up, we're probably not going to be able to finish the bracket before people have to go.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yep, I just need more money, so...
Ooh, they get a full value anthill.
Yeah. I don't think I can dive through that server and still maintain enough in order to get the agenda on the next turn, so yeah, you get your full value anthill.
Alright, well, what if I
Now that's annoying, because I know I have to go and touch it in order to stop you from just pulling the BOAC and sticking it out on R&D.
Yeah. Draw another card. Whatever. Draw
I
last
really,
turn.
really don't want to.
And then get ready for
Yeah, that would do it.
look who showed up for work. That's what the off the books is for. Make it 4 damage and a tag and running the server.
Okay,
I don't
let's try
think you
something
can do
else.
that. I think you have to just let me have this.
Yeah, I think I might just have to let you have that.
Ooh, are we just gonna go see 1,000 cards and win the game?
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Why did we trash the other Devadetta?
Because I don't want it on the board.
Okay. Question mark?
Oh God, that's
Yeah, it's expensive. There's a reason why I've been pushing it. What is it? It's like 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to break, 8 to break.
Yeah, okay, it looks like
9
I'm
to
not going to be
break.
going through that again.
Yeah.
Right, breach.
Yeah. I'll let you in just as soon as it lets me res Angie.
Yep.
Okay. And you get, I mean, you could win off this.
That's the plan. Okay.
Ooh, that's bad for me. Alright, well, I'll get to install, so... It's not the worst thing. Oh, I'll get to add a card to hand, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but like...
Bounce that, swap that and that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I will add...
I mean, I can't afford to go back and actually get another running.
I'll add a tree line. Well, there's a new, it's a new card there, so...
Okay.
You might be able to afford this one. You know, it could be tiny.
Uh, nope, I don't have to run this, and if it happens to be a blowout from yeah.
I will take a big lizard and I will put the big lizard on Rundy.
Cool. The big lizard can immediately go somewhere else. Thank you,
Yep.
please.
That's fine. Okay.
And then let's get rid of that one.
Sure. I will discard some cards. I'm going to discard.
Yeah, you just got a few too many now.
Yeah, that. It's 4. 1, 2, 3. Four. Okay.
Right, now, I need to get some money.
Wait for JNet to acknowledge that fourth click. It'll get there. There we go.
Right, I need money. How do I get money?
How indeed.
Turn. That's going to be useless from now on, and so's that.
I'm gonna get some more ice onto R&D. If it lets me. Big F. I'm going to...
Now, the problem I've got here to worry about is the hard installed lizard.
Yes. I would love to take game actions. I will do that. And then I'll do that. Game. Thank you. I hate that it prompts you every time you install with Bangun, even if it's not an agenda, and you have to just like click through the button, which is hard with JNet lag.
I mean, you've got to have that there, otherwise you run the risk of telegraphing what the card is that you've installed, so...
Yeah, I know, but like...
Yeah, I think we're going to have to call it a day after this, because
yeah, we probably are not going to be able to finish the tournament.
Okay. Yep, sorry, still being slow.
No, it's all good, it's all good.
Okay. I can pitch that and that.
You know, Seth, I ask myself why we printed Logjam very frequently. I actually think Treeline is the problem rather than Logjam. It's the fact you can just like throw
You can advance
counters on
Logjam
it.
in a big chunk afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the Biowac came off the Eminent. I table scored an Eminent. Protected by an Engie that I grabbed with the off the books counter. No, I will hard pay for a Biowac. I have done that multiple times today. Like, people know I am a player that is very willing to just pay 14 for a big ice. I hard play for Cloud Eater, you know? So hell, I rezzed a Cloud Eater under a Tread Lightly with a Franzfina Ward on it earlier, so that's literally just paying 14 for a big ice. What decision is it? Discard, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've told it to select. It's just not.
Yeah.
Not high in the guard.
Yeah, the JNet lag TM might be finishing us off here.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate because we've had a really, really good run of it. Reconnected to server. Okay, where?
Didn't even know I disconnected. Right, okay, maybe.
Lost connection to the server, reconnecting.
Yeah, I think that we've got major server problems.
Yeah, I think the server might have just died. Hold on, let's go on over to patented second JNet and see what's going on. Oh yeah, second JNet can't even open. All right. Let's
Ooh.
Yeah.
So JNet died.
Janet died.
JNet,
Yeah,
yeah,
we can tell.
we're having a good game
We
as
were
well.
having like one of the most interesting matchups of
Alright.
it have had as well, which is a shame. But like,
All right, no, hold on. So we're gonna do this. Eliza,
I was building the biggest glacier that ever was.
Yep, Eliza, we're gonna finish this one mental Netrunner style. Okay.
Oh, what?
So I
Yeah,
triple advance score the above the law, trash your Mary.
Okay, yeah.
What's your swap bounce?
Okay,
I can't believe we're playing Mind Netrunner. Mind Runner.
okay, draw, sure gamble.
Yep.
I can't fucking remember what's in my heat. Yeah, so draw, sure gamble,
Yep.
credit.
Yep.
Pass to your turn.
Install Basalt Spire touch-ups, calling program. What's in your hand?
Ah, fuck yeah, I lose. Yeah.
Okay,
Unity
cool.
Echelon.
I bin your breakers, and there's end the runs there, so I score out and win the game.
Yep.
All right, cool. Anyone else want to finish this one mental style?
I'm good.
Unfortunately, me and Jade were quite a ways off from winning.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
quite far from actually
Yeah.
getting there.
The last thing
Uh,
I did against Casper was take a 9-click turn.
Our game,
No,
our game
my only
has-
out was to effectively have a turn where I could run
Yes.
R&D and get a really, really big dig on it. so-
Yes. I figured that score above the law, you do a turn, and then I basalt touch-ups probably gets me this game.
Mm.
Can't
Yeah.
believe we killed JNet.
I'm curious how many people are online with it dying, because it's like dead. I'm on JNet. I'm on
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
the patented JNet 2.
I can see a message in GLC General of like 13 minutes ago mentioning there were 41 games happening.
Yeah, there was earlier
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Well,
So like it probably went up to about 50 or 60 and then
we found
crashed.
the number of games that crashes JNet. All right, well, I guess I'm going to spend the rest of the evening implementing elevation cards on NRO, and then we can come back for the next stream on a server that doesn't crash.
Them out.
Were there any
I mean,
agendas
we
in Hand
can
Valley?
do an entire draft while we wait, I'm sure.
No, I have not been seeing agendas. They're all in R&D.
No, I thought I kind of felt like there was at most one, just from the way that you weren't pushing anything in server 2.
Yeah, no, I would have wished I could had anything to push. The top deck this turn was a Charlotte, so that would have at least started doing things. But
Yeah. All right, let's see how far down Banner was to actually
yeah,
start.
two of my
touching
unrest eyes.
Oh, sorry, no, that requires me to look at JNet, so who knows? It's impossible to say.
Two of my
Lucy.
unrest eyes there are
On that note,
blockers.
How far away are we actually from being able to do NRO startup?
Yeah, so all
I'm
of
gonna hard post that, I
Liberation
cannot
Corp
use
is
the game.
implemented.
Good.
Which was a big uphill battle, because actually, you know what, this is a fun one to talk about for the stream. So I just want to go over how many cards in Liberation in general, like in the Automata Initiative specifically, have weirdo ass text on them that no other card has. Okay.
We love them.
So Atea is our first limit 2 servers. It's not too bad, but I haven't implemented Ashes yet, so I did have to implement that. Ablative is fine. Hold on. Sort by set. Okay, set name. Here we go. Okay, Strike Fund is fine. The price is fine. Those. Okay, let's skip to Corp. Corp's the bit I've implemented and has got all the weirdo crap in it. Okay, Salvo is actually fine. It's just annoying. Stegodon Mark IV has de-resing cards as a cost to do a thing. Had to implement that. Wage Workers is fine, but a bit finicky to implement correctly. Ablative is fine. Jaguarundi is fine, but a bit finicky. MIC involved me doing a load of investigations into that border control style effect and discovering that as far as the rules are concerned, if you fire a border controller on MIC effect and there's another piece of ice behind it, that piece of ice gets passed. So that's what the rules currently say. Does it? Absolutely not. No. And if you try to do that at a tournament, I'll tell you to go away. But according to the comprehensive rules, you can use MIC to throw people back into passing for Nutria a bonus time or something. So that's a fun little quirk that I discovered and had to diverge from the comprehensive rules to implement. Greasing the Palm is fine. Vovo is fine, but a bit finicky. Atea has new text, the limit 2 remote servers. Fuji is fine. Front Company is all kinds of messed up. Hell card to implement. Atini is fine. Thenutria is another card that required me investigating a load of the logic on how passing ice works, and passing ice is extremely poorly defined as to which timing window it actually happens in. There's 3 or 4 different timing structures that the pass ice effect can actually fire in.
Is that not what the new rules were meant to be fixing?
Yeah, but they're not out yet, so I'm gonna have to rip out all of my rules and re-implement them when the new rules come out. Tattoo Bowler has swapping ice as a cost. Giga weird. Mindscaping is fine. Adrian required me to implement Psy games, which aren't in the rest of the card pool yet. Daniela requires a load of really fun additional cost logic, where yeah, I really hope they do make it better, Cephalopod. So Daniela is fun because currently the implementation requires you to select 2 cards in your hand to prove to the game engine that you have 2 cards in your hand, and then it will randomly trash 2 cards irrespective of what you picked. Because that was the only way I could figure out how to make this text make sense in a world where you could also have an Obokata. Is that you effectively have to present to the game engine, here's all the cards I want to do things with, and here's 2 cards that I'm just saying I'm not doing anything else with, so they're available for Daniela to hit. And then Daniela hits whatever's left over regardless. So that's a fun little quirk of implementing Daniela, so that you can avoid her being able to be like skipped. Epiphany was actually completely fine, as was Oracle. Balanced coverage has choosing a card type as a cost. Awful card. Behold is snare, and so is fine. Federal fundraising is actually fine. It's a bit awkward to implement, but it's fine. Starlit Night has gained subroutines. Gained subroutines are, after costs and runtiming structures, I think the most jankily implemented things in the comprehensive rules.
You're looking forward to import.
Costs are the
to doing
worst, and
Echo.
it's not even close. As hopefully you've learned by me mentioning things like, choose a card type as a cost. The way that game subroutines work as like objects in the game space, because they're maintained by conditional abilities, but they have this idea of like persistent, they have like a continuity of existence that causes them to not become new objects, so they don't get broken every game tick when the conditional abilities update. Like, they're hell. They are hell. People say hell is other people. No, hell is gained subroutines. VSA had another janky on pass that required me testing a load of the runtiming structures. Oppo is fine. Yodel is fine. Slab is fine. Expend actually just worked first try. I didn't have to implement anything new for Expend. I just added an ability that you could use, and it worked completely perfectly. So, big shout out to Expend. Good mechanic. Cybersand is fine. You could spend hosted credits to pay install costs is a new one, but it's not bad, so it's fine.
Jinteki has been Jinteki.net has been revived allegedly.
Yeah, but also everyone's going to be jumping back to it, so
Yeah, like
It's gonna go like
Oh.
I genuinely would just argue like
Yeah.
we'll give it a go, but then it's probably unironically worth swapping to TTS over trying that again.
Yeah, I think we probably I mean, I can generate everyone's decks to TTS. We have the technology, but I think we probably call the stream at that point. Treeline is completely fine. Valenchow has got the whole take one bad publicity or remove one tag. Now, here's my question. What timing structure do you decide which of those happens in?
Huh.
The answer is there isn't one. So this is an alternate cost system, which is fine, because I knew I was going to have to implement an alternate cost system anyway eventually, because that's what BOAC uses, where it gives you the pay 10 or forfeit an agenda as alternate costs. So all I did was implement the alternate cost system, but I had to implement it because there's no actual timing structure for that decision to happen in. Then AAP is fine. Pivot is fine. It's just a bit finicky because search is a bit finicky. Angelique is fine. Tucana is fine, but a bit finicky. And B1001, funnily enough, I actually implemented what B1001 has been errated to. So my implementation was, instead of you cannot use this ability during a run on this server, it was you cannot use this ability only during a run on another server. I actually ended up implementing that instead of the card text because it made more sense. Which is just funny because B1001, because kind of I emit a cannot use thing. There's a whole thing behind it, but yeah, it's a fun one. So yeah, that's just like Liberation Corp. Hopefully that gives everyone an idea of how awful Liberation Corp side has been to implement. I have most of Elevation implemented. I've got a couple that I'm like leaving lying around that I haven't implemented because they're awful. Like talking about complexity of Elevation cards, right? When you're talking about engine implementations, Rio is hell. Fuck Rio. Rio is hell. This text is awful. It's not the worst thing in the world, but like the timing on it is real jank. Tapan is fine. Charm Offensive is fine, but weird. Scrounge is fine. Shred is fine. Bling is the worst card NSG has ever created. Lovingly, it's a cool mechanic, but like the fuck
You're interesting. You could have stopped this.
We managed to dethrone Patchwork.
No. Patchwork is worse because Patchwork sees the future. This only sees the present. It just sees things that don't make sense. So the big thing that's awkward with this is it basically means that abilities that install or play all need to kind of declare if they are install or play from grip instead of just looking at cards in grip. Like the action of exactly. So like the actionable space of cards targetable for installing and playing is now something that all cards need to kind of declare when they have a play or install and function or any kind of targeting, whether or not they're allowed to cheat off of bling, which is annoying because it means bling doesn't implement bling. Every other card in the game implements bling. And that's very annoying. I've written some abstractions to make it less annoying, but it is like, it's not fun. Gourmand is fine, Hantu is fine, Rising Tide is fine, Cacophony is fine, Rent Rioters is fine, Baz is fine, Misliha is fine, Clean Getaway is fine, Lilo is fine, Maxis is fine, Transfer of Wealth is fine, Detent is fine but weird, Meglectric Rapid is fine, Sand Cancel is Sand Cancel giga weird. This whole
That's the same issue as Bajana.
No, yeah, so it's the same issue as Majana and actually Topan now, where you've got like an additional ability bolted onto an ability in a way that the comprehensive rules doesn't outline as a thing you can do with a linked ability. I've just said that these are linked abilities. So basically, Sand Cancel has 3 abilities, 2 paid abilities and a static ability, and the third static ability, and the third ability, the static ability, is if a run event is active, up arrow ability costs 2 credits less to use. And then similarly, I have Tapan implemented as having 2 abilities, an action and a conditional ability. And the conditional ability is when you install a card using the above action, is how I've implemented those. But like this rules text is nonsense, and the comprehensive rules does not at all justify being able to write a card that looks like this. It's been done several times, it's just not in the comprehensive rules. Franzofina is fine. Open Market. Open Market's a bit jank to implement, but it's fine. Dewey is fine. Magdalene requires changing how discards work, but I think the comprehensive rules are going to do that anyway, and I think I've already implemented what they're going to change to. We'll see if I'm correct in that guess. Illumination's fine, Ritual's fine, Game Dragon Pro is fine, Madani is fine. It's funny how some of the most complicated shaper-ass nonsense cards are actually implementationally completely fine. Azimat is fine, Chromatophores is fine, Devadet is fine, Principia is fine, Knick-Knack is fine, Side Hustle's fine, Leo is fine, but a bit weird. Poetry is fine. Aggressive Trendsetting, I'm never going to call this card fine because it's a miserable purple Ares prison card, but like, implementationally it's fine. I just hate it.
Same.
Ingatan is fine, Humanoid is fine, Otto is fine, Boomy, Scatterfield are both fine, Nano Management is fine, TDS is fine, Marcia is fine, Alco is fine, Tyan is fine, Pro-Negation is fine, Sericulture is fine, Bite's so hard to know, Bite's fine. Fat John is fine, Empiricist is fine, Mike Webb's fine, Samuxamon is weird but fine. The whole cannot break except is sort of a weird design space. Hammer is the most annoying of them because it has multiple subroutines. And it's got like a break only one thing going on. That's got some weirdness to it, which I didn't even call out when we were talking about RWR. Yes, because RWR. But basically, Hammer is also kind of awful. This one is the least offensive form of that. This is not JNet development. This is Netrunner Online development. This is, you know what? I'll just show it on stream. It's my client. I'll show it on stream after this. Peer review is fine. Mitraman is fine. Mitraman requires the new timing structure that's not currently defined in the comprehensive rules, but once that timing structure is defined, Mitraman will be fine. The rest of these are fine. These are all fine.
I do find it a little bit funny that we've ended up releasing cards which technically aren't supported yet by the rule set.
Oh, yeah. There's like a bunch of cards in here that are not actually supported by the comprehensive rules, but like that's been the case for a while because Marjana exists. It's just everyone's kind of ignored it.
That's because no one apart from Mari plays Marjana.
Yeah.
It's fine because a lot of people are used to NSG style.
FFG style, it just works.
FFG style, it just works. And actually turning it just works into a comprehensive rule set turns out to be quite hard.
Biowak is fine, but only because I already implemented this nonsense for Valenchow. The rest of these are all fine, I think. So yeah, there's a couple awful cards, and Bling. Bling is going to be genuinely, I reckon Bling is going to be about 20% of the implementation time of all of these cards. That's how awful I think Bling is, because it basically requires me to go X install, X play, X install or play, sort by release date, side is runner. And then I basically just have to like rip along until we hit Ashes. And then I basically just have to go through every single card and figure out which ones need to interact with Bling. Because there's fun things like Muse can't search Bling, because Muse searches rather than searches and then plays or installs the and then
Which is
installs
why
the
you
found
can't
card
just,
instead
which is why you
of
can't just treat it as a blank. It's considered in the grip
in your hand.
until the end of turn, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm basically gonna have to audit all of these cards and figure out like what does, so because for example, you know, the artist obviously can fire off of Bling, but can only fire off of a piece of a program or piece of hardware on Bling. So it's just so many things that are like I need to just go and do the Bling audit, and there isn't really a good way to implement it other than doing the Bling audit. So yeah, that's going to be a big chunk of the implementation time of the set. While we've got people here, why don't we? I don't have an up-to-date build available. I mean, I could build one.
Yeah, you can just click build. I'm sure no one will mind seeing that on stream.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go build a new build of NRO, and we can actually show what it looks like currently. So with the caveat that there is a huge amount of like temporary debug UI in here currently. Oh yeah, and also I'd need to like set up the server. Okay, you know what we'll actually do? Is one of can one of you go download download version 4, and we'll just show version 4. With the caveat that version 4 is like multiple months out of date now, and version 5 is right around the corner.
I think I already have version 4 installed.
And I think the server is still running for it. I hope it is.
What the fuck did
I love that everyone's come back. I'm guessing that did Andre give up on streaming with the JNet lag? Because if so, like respectable. We too are about to give up on streaming. Okay.
Right, let's log in.
NRO.
Hey!
NRO, copy password. Is the server up? I haven't prodded it in a while.
Yep, seems to be.
Cool. See, my server doesn't randomly go down. My server also isn't dealing with elevation currently, but you know, what email address did I use for this? I used just my one. Cool. Log in. Yeah, server seems to be up. Okay, let me close a load of the stuff that's going to be using a load of computer resources, and I will switch this from JNet to NRO. All right.
I've already created a lobby.
Exclusive first look at NRO. You can see a lobby has been created for us. Did you pick a side, or are we going random side?
Opponent chooses.
Opponent chooses, sure. I will.
I don't think it's showing on stream.
It should. No, it'll come up. It'll come up.
It's there now, yeah.
Let's grab just the decks that I am most comfortable playing, and I will join us random side.
Okay.
We can both ready up.
Yep. All right.
Okay. So ignore any of the obvious like UI garbage that's going on. And we'll. Oh, Andre's cheating. He's playing physical cards rather than JNet.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah, that's not fair. Those don't exist in the UK yet.
Wait,
I'm
why
not convinced they
is
exist over there.
why is the client not showing on stream? Something's gone weird. Hold on.
I mean, it's showing the Dex and debug server thing. But
Yeah,
not the
but it should be
background of
showing
it,
the
so, like,
game that started. Let me add a
just
new
show you
window.
entire screen, I guess.
I don't want to do that, but I'm going to do that for the content. All right, we're sharing the
I
entire
don't know
stream.
if that's working either.
It's about to be. Okay. Hello, welcome. We're sharing NRO. An exclusive look for anyone that isn't in playtesting for it. I will keep this hand. We have to call out what we're doing because the log isn't implemented
I'll
yet.
keep that hand.
So I will hedge fund. I will Ice HQ.
Yep.
And I will ice a remote.
Sure. I will draw a card. We'll play that card. We'll run any server. We'll run R&D.
There we go. You're running R&D, accessing an unknown card. And
Yep,
you'll notice I
saw
didn't have to do anything because there was nothing for me to do there. So it just let the run go through.
I'll install that. Okay.
Cool. Let's install that there. Let's gain a credit, and then let's government subsidy.
Sure. I will click this. I will install that.
Use it,
I will
MZ.
install that.
Unity.
I will play that. There we are. Over to you.
I'm gonna just IAA.
Gary? I'm just gonna run first click because you're HP.
You know, very valid. Oh, res.
Yep. I will flip this.
Yep.
I will install this, given that I'm about to get an opportunity to use it.
You are about to get an opportunity to use it. All right. I will score out. Actually, nah, fuck that. Fuck scoring out. Let's install more cards.
You see, Pantograph is the best card. It's basically plot.
You can't get into this server.
No. Well, yeah.
All right.
Right.
How long is development going? 2 years. A year and a half of that has been spent on engine
What's
development, and half a year of that has been spent on implementing cards. The
That's
UI is
funny.
entirely done by my collaborator, who is called NX Super. Also, I should put a big hold on. I should follow my own policies. Text, add text, alpha software. And then we'll okay, there we go. We have a big watermark on the stream now. Okay. You're running HQ.
HQ.
I'll res a white space.
I can break that, so I shall.
Yeah, you can. Breaks for 1. You can see that the subroutine broke, which obviously this is a debug UI. This will not be the final UI that this is in.
I'll continue.
Continue, access,
Discard.
Palisade.
Yep. Now. Let's do this for slightly less money. Oh, what? No, I don't want to trash it. Yes, I remember how
Yeah.
this works.
Yep,
No, no.
it's over installing is a thing you can do, and it will ask you. I will advance, score.
Good.
I will then use it to res the Ancel that I drew and figured would be a much better target for the res.
Yep, makes sense.
And then I will fire that to grab back a hedge fund. And then get this, Radical Gaming. Oh, you get to Pantograph.
I do. I will Pantograph first.
You also get to
to-
DAO. Yeah.
Yeah. Install the installable.
Yep.
And then I will.
What you put in where?
I'll swap these two.
Yo, incredible swap. I will. I'll talk about swap animation in a bit. I think I will just install a card in the server. Over to you.
That makes sense. I will jailbreak R&D. Right.
You wouldn't jailbreak an R&D.
I will break this one.
Yep. And then
That.
let it fire. It is very, very fun not having to hit any buttons during a run because there's just nothing for me to do.
Yep. I
Ooh, my scub. Rude.
I will do this. I will install one card. I will install. I will choose that card. We'll install it here.
Ooh, where are we going?
No, I will not trash anything.
And
There we
so
are.
I assume. Yeah, gross.
Then I will. Honestly, let's swap these two.
Where's the new card that lets you trash Trojans when you need it?
Indeed. Then I shall draw some cards.
Not implemented in this client yet. Is the answer to that
Oh.
question.
Draw. Empty.
I will hedge fund advance. And then probably just draw another card. Last click, 'cause I'm good at Netrunner.
Sounds good. Oh. The smartware thing.
Yeah, you've got to fire smartware. Smartware does not
I-
say take 1 credit if there is a credit. It says take 1 credit.
It sure
this
does.
is a mandatory ability you have to resolve. That is on the list of things to just like make auto fire.
All right. How much did this cost to break?
It's expensive.
Hopefully-
You can get in, but it's expensive.
Yeah, but like, break. Great.
Sort of hoping you would just decide that you were going to let the tranquilizer cook it before you ran, but
I could, but also I could not do that.
understandable. I mean, I'll res this, but like,
Sure, I will break the one that has text.
yep.
And it'll be really funny if there's an Urtica, but it's not.
That's an off.
I will. I can't decline DAO.
No, DAO is mandatory. Wait, when an agenda you may is there a pass button in the bottom right?
Nope.
Pantograph is mandatory. You have to fire Pantograph first.
No. Oh, sure. Okay, I misunderstood. Then I will install one of these, and I will install.
Basically, it won't let you pass if you have any mandatory triggers, and so because Pantograph's gain a credit is mandatory, it you need to choose
makes
which
sense.
order to fire, and then once there's no more, once all of the remaining triggers are optional, it will let you skip.
Yep, that makes sense. Over to you.
The audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than recommended. Well, I hope we have audio. I'm going to unmute for a second. I can hear myself
Ooh.
talking. Okay. we're fine. Do I just purge to keep Ansel alive?
And no, you're going to do it every 3 turns?
No. I think I'm just gonna do that instead.
Makes sense. 2 credit ice destruction is pretty good.
Yeah. No, I'll just continue drawing last click because I'm good at Narana.
I will draw a card. I will install a cleaver for 1 credit.
Alright. Well, that's not good portent for my future.
I will run HQ because it's been a safe server, so you might have just let things pile up in there.
I would never.
We shall see, won't we?
I would never. Hand is as clean as a freshly bathed. I mean, anything that's freshly bathed is hopefully clean.
Hopefully.
Well,
You know,
we shall...
indeed. Let's draw some cards. We'll sprint. I'm down to sprint. What am I doing here? I'm shuffling 2 back. Let's shuffle back. Let's shuffle back this, and let's shuffle back this, and then let's install a card over here and see if you want to go run it.
Let me draw a card. Let me... Yeah, let's run this.
Seems bad. I don't think you should do that.
Well,
You want a vanilla cleaver through this brand?
not especially.
I figured you probably didn't.
But you did go down to 2 credits to do
I
this.
did. You could click the bad one.
How much does it cost to get here? It's...
Boost, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah,
8
2, 4,
credit.
6, 8 credits.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. And then you have to pay 2 for the white space. So it's all of your money to go touch a card.
Yeah, I'll click the bad one.
Yeah, I figured you might. Then let fire.
Yep.
I wonder how long I'm going to keep calling it let fire. There's no let fire button. You're in control of it firing.
Yep. I will run this server. Hand.
There's nothing in hand. We've been over this. Clean. Pristine.
I think you're a liar.
Unblemished. I would never lie to you. Unblemished. Without agendas.
Let us see.
Just innocent bioroids hanging out in headquarters. How dare you accuse us of scheming?
We shall see.
I will, before the start of my turn, res a Nico campaign.
That makes sense.
I'm then going to do some installing.
Okay. Interesting.
And then, like, probably going to just click for some credits.
Right. How much deck do I have left? It's impossible to know.
It's not even slightly impossible. You
What
have
is-
got in the stack 22 cards.
Nice. What is the highlight that
Uh,
kind of thing?
F11, and then open stack cards and scroll down to see the position of the bottom card, and you can see it's the 22nd card in the stack.
Yes. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. Look, all
Let
the
us-
info is here. It's just some of it's in debug menus.
Yeah. Let us draw some number of cards.
Cheeky draw 2.
Let us...
Yo, shout out to Verbal Plasticity for being the worst card in System Gateway. While we're talking about cards that are awful, why did we put a replacement effect in System Gateway?
Let us make you feel bad for rezzing a brand.
Stop playing those.
I try.
All right, well, we're double Nyko campaigning.
You're allowed to do that. No one can stop you.
No one can stop me. Come get it. I'm getting value out of that brand before you turn it face down. Come and steal
Mhm.
my agenda. I think you're going to let me have it.
Yes, but only because I can do this.
Ah! It's all right. There's no agendas in there either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. Good to know.
Now remember to fire conduit. It's optional.
Oh,
Ha! You passed through your conduit window.
no,
Oh,
it's
no.
not.
No, it's you may place one
It-
virus counter
yeah,
on this
it was
program. It's an optional conditional. If you
Yeah,
just
no.
spam past priority, you'll go past it.
It took me a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I will probably add a are you sure you want to pass priority with conduit pending?
Yeah.
Alert too.
Honestly, that's the kind of thing where you want the JNet always.
Yeah. I do like having to click cards though. I think it really helps with like table skill as well.
It
Yep.
means you have to actually think more about when you transfer from online to table play more a little
Yeah.
bit.
Like you're used to already having to pay attention to what your triggers are. Rather than just all happening automatically. Like yes, it tells you what your triggers are, but you still have to click them.
Yeah.
Alright. Told you it was clean.
Apparently so. It's very annoying. Yeah, that's very annoying. Oh, well.
So something I've noticed from the when I earlier in our earlier games went up to 6 clicks. How is this gonna work on the UI here? Because the clicks are pretty.
It
Firmly.
will just add more counters. There's plenty of space
Oh.
here.
Sure.
And at some point, we're going to switch out to using the NSG code tokens. And there's going to be like a skeuomorphic layout engine where there will be a number and then a visual representation. And in that instance, it will just be more clicks crammed into the same space, like more click counters, but the number will increment. What do I want back? Honestly, I kind of need to draw agendas. I'm going to grab planogram. We'll draw 3 with it next turn.
That's bad. Oh, I get to pantograph.
Yeah, it's pantograph.
Let's
Okay. Install your last pathetic card.
start by swapping these two on the basis that one of them's going to start costing me 2 in a moment,
Yeah,
and then decline the install.
understandable. Do you want to increment your tranquilizer and make me sad?
Yep.
Boo.
Let's see some.
I should have grabbed sprint to break lock, maybe, but
Do you want to break lock right now?
no. But like, I also need to draw agendas to win the game. You know.
That's fair. Let's-
This is where Fly Swatter is a goated card.
Yeah,
Just jam that on R&D. How many cards? You're seeing 5 cards deep now? Okay, yeah.
5 cards deep.
So even Planogram doesn't get me out of lock.
Nope.
All right, we'll install some more ice. Make it cost you some money.
Let us. Go back again. At some point, agendas will show up.
Nah, deck's clean.
I don't
lost,
believe.
we lost or gained someone.
I think we lost.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think people are probably petering out as we wind up the stream.
Yeah.
But, you know, we get some fun system gateway in and show the world what I've been working on.
Yeah. Right, new cards. That's interesting.
Trash something for me?
No, I was just, it's interesting which cards are in this deck. I will.
These are the coverage decks for testing.
Yes. And then I will click 3 slowly.
All right. I will GovSub.
Yep.
I will install over installing the Palisade.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I will. Yeah.
Do you want to advance that, Paros?
You know, I don't think I will.
That's fair.
I think I need to get my remote set back up, so I'm gonna install. Like that.
Yep. Makes sense. Right. Let us draw 2 cards. Let us install. Let's click. Power is 2 to boost, 2 to break. Yeah, let's run. We're probably getting purged next turn, so we might as well take this opportunity whilst we have it. Oh, it's Ansel.
It's a bit nastier.
It is.
It's 3 to boost, and then you can only break 2 subs.
Yeah.
Assuming.
I'll take. Obviously, getting rid of that. Then probably getting rid of that, and we'll just take the information.
Sure. You got rid of the middle one.
Yeah. I can see cards I can't steal or trash them.
Love that for me,
Which, you know.
bestie. Okay. And now that's a bit expensive for you to run.
A little bit.
So we can stabilize the board a little bit and try and get ourselves back on our feet.
Okay.
So how you saw 7 deep there? Okay, so Locket's going to be 6.
Yep.
You know all the crappy ice I keep drawing.
I do.
Alright, well, let's install some of it.
There. We're still not purging.
No. Okay, that gives us an interesting option. Let's install. Put that there. Gives you a little archive slot to put some ice in, but I think we're going to need it.
That's fair. All right.
And then we'll kick it over to you.
Let us draw 2 cards. Let us gain. Let us gain a credit. Let us install that, which is the same as clicking for 3 every time I want to break an Ansel.
Yep. Seems good. Yeah, seems good. All right, let's
Purge.
I could purge. I'm going
It feels
to.
like prime purge gaming.
Yeah, I'm going to purge.
All right, then. Now that you've done that, what do I want to do with my time? Let's draw 2. Let's install the third one of these.
Oh my god. Stop. Ow. Who printed these? Is Tranquilizer good?
It's surprisingly really good in Dow, and it would be in more Dow lists if Hermes wasn't 3 influence.
Makes sense. All right, let's break lock. Sprint. Let's shuffle back some bad cards.
Understandable.
All right, we broke lock. That's all we wanted. See you, Mohas. Let's break lock.
Cool.
All right, lock is broken. It's government subsidy. And then let's discard 2 cards. I will discard this and this. Okay. Over to you.
Right. Let's gain 3. And you've shuffled, so let's start running.
Yep. It's still a bit expensive for you to get in at the moment.
Yeah, that makes sense. How much am I taxing your econ? Let's break that. You can gain a credit. Continue. Break. Break. Let's break.
This at least costs you 3 credits to go through now.
Yeah. Let's steal that. Let's make it not do that anymore. Yeah, let's install that. Let's put that there. Let's run R&D. This one is nope.
I'm gonna
It's
cook myself. I'm gonna go sort myself some food. See you around.
See ya.
All right.
Let's break the net damage. And continue.
Thank you for the credit.
You're on 18. I'm on 9.
Valid.
Let's break the one with text. Pass. Let's see 2 card and win the game.
Nah, never. There's no agendas in there.
I'll play that so I can see deeper next run,
Seems fake.
and I'll win the game.
No, boo. All right, that's NRO. Thank you everyone that came out to the Elevation launch and then also NRO demo stream. it's been a bit of a weird one. We lost, JNet crashed. Hopefully JNet finds a way to stop being crashed. But we're going to call it there. We're all going to go about our evenings. We might pop on and see what some of the other streamers are up to. Thank you
Yeah.
everyone who came to watch. We're definitely going to do some more of these, whether in person or playing online. And we'll see you all around. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, algorithm, yada yada yada. You know how it works.